I have allowed life to delay in me opening this package. Samantha of Winnie Jo Fiber Co. has so graciously sent me this, and I have been just deep into some other projects, and I wanted this to be one of my rewards. I have other packages that are rewards too, but like I wanted this to be one of my rewards. And she had messaged me a while back about, yeah, letting me try out some of her yarn. And I didn't really have like a design in mind, or I didn't really have like a test coming up. I've been on like a testing break. No real reason. I just taken a testing break really to work on my own stuff, which I haven't done a whole lot of. I guess I just needed a break. But I'm ready to get like into all the things and be present for you. So anyways, like I started to brainstorm, and Carrie from the Wandering Yarny, we've become like closer friends, and she helped me find a pattern to do, which, oh, I need to look that up so I can show you about it too, after I tell you about Winnie Jo Fiber Co. Anyway, so Winnie Jo Fiber Co. She has now, since I've got the yarn, released, and I haven't opened it yet, but I'm going to show you. But I want to talk about her logo. So she just released her brand new logo. Excuse the crack on my screen, okay? But it's really cute. So it's about her grandparents. And I have to tell you about it. So like she has all these pictures. You have to go check her Instagram out. Like she has all the pictures about them, and like you can see them, and like she got this part like painted or watercolor painted. So she said, my heart is so full posting this. I'm beyond thrilled to unveil the Winnie Jo Fiber Co. logo, beautifully brought to life by the talented Alicia's Infinity. These two cute little souls are my grandparents as well-known dollhouse makers. Peep some of their photos. Peep some of their award-winning dollhouses in the later photos. So yes, go to Instagram and see those. Arts and crafts were always a huge part of my life because of them. Their nicknames for each other were Winnie, Irwin, and Jo, Joanna. And so Winnie Jo Fiber Co. was lovingly born in their honor. While my grandmother is no longer with us, I promise there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about her. She taught me how to crochet when I was little. Also peep the amazing photos of her crocheting back in the day, and her hair. And I wish I could pick up the phone and get her opinions on yarn bases or show her my new colorways for her input. While I may not be able to see her, I feel her warm presence with me always, and I know she's crocheting somewhere and smiling. So with it being Hanukkah and my grandfather's 90th birthday this Sunday, I thought this was the beautiful way to celebrate my beautiful family of makers. And to all of you, my new Winnie Jo Fiber Co. family, thank you from the incredible makers I've had the privilege of working with so far for the Indie Dyers. I don't know what I'd do without, and my amazing customers, thank you for welcoming me into this community with open arms. Winnie Jo Fiber Co. at its core is about love, family, and acceptance. As first-generation Jewish Americans, my grandparents saw firsthand the atrocities done to those deemed different and instilled in us the importance of speaking up. All are welcome here, and there's no tolerance for hate, whether blatant or subliminal. We need to actively lift each other up every day instead of passively hoping others do the work for us. I'm not perfect, but I do promise to always try, no matter the cost, to help those in need. If you're here reading this, I hope you'll do the same. Love, Samantha. Okay, I should have had this already pulled up, but I want to show y'all the pattern that I'm also going to do. Oh, dang, I'm not even signed into Ravelry right here. Okay, so look at my library here. And it's called the Nydia sweater. It's by Vanessa Smith. I don't think I'm going to pull like the actual pattern up so that I don't accidentally show y'all, but I want to show y'all. So I wanted to be like, you know, support like a BIPOC maker. And I hadn't heard of Vanessa Smith. Like, I don't know how I hadn't heard of her. She has exquisite designs. And when I bought the pattern, or patterns, it like her template and everything's so profesh. So this is it. And this is not like together. This is a separate cowl and sweater. So I should have enough yarn in here to make both of those. Okay, so normally I migrate towards like tonal colors, but I started to see, I looked through her colors that she had on there, on her update, like right before choosing these, and I'm going variegated because I couldn't resist. Like it just looked like it was gonna be so fun to work with. So let's just rip it open. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna go back to still being in Thanksgiving mode. Like right now it's like Christmas vibes, but oh my God, look at how much yarn this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys go love on Samantha. Please go love on Samantha. This stuff smells good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know what she uses to wash this stuff, but ooh, it's good. Like that looks so delicious. This is gonna be so cute. Tell me this isn't B. I just love golden colors and oh, it feels really nice. It feels really nice. I'll have to share the deets too. I think that she put it on here. Oh, there's more. There's more. Let's read her little card here. I love all her floral, like everything's so matchy-matchy. Thank you so much for trying out our yarn. I can't wait to see it worked up. So please tag us on IG so we can follow along. Truly, thank you. Aww. Truly, thank you, Samantha. I love this little baggie too. Oh, look at the little stitch marker. Oh, how cute. Are you guys excited about my package too? You're excited about my package too? Okay, well, now that I have it opened, I have my needles ready and I'm gonna get started swatching. I put a face on today. Right when I start the video, the dog barks. I put a face on today. I've been putting off getting this project started and winding this gorgeous yarn because I'm trying to get other stuff done, but I just can't wait anymore. I feel like now is the time, like while I have this together. So y'all want to do this with me? Okay, popping into the dark to get my tripod. I believe this is it. Oh, where's my other tripod? Right, it was right behind me. Why didn't you guys tell me? Right. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna set this up and then I have my Swift. This is the Knit Picks Onyx Swift. I've broken like the bottom part here, but it's fine. I can still twist it and it's stable enough. And then I have my Fiber Art Supply Co. yarn winder. I feel like I'm always making cakes now, but back in the day I used to make balls all the time. I do like working with the balls, but yeah, the cakes are less strenuous. So I have my like TV dinner tray here, which is mostly like a crafting table because it's got like scratch marks all over it. Like you can see I've done lots of crafts on it, even though it's kind of blurry. But also I was wanting to, I'm covering the camera a little bit. I was wanting to maybe do one giant cake with all of them, but they're kind of all so different. You know, that's the beauty of having indie dyed yarn or hand dyed yarn, is that they're all going to be unique. And I also was thinking maybe I don't want to cake them all. Maybe I want to cake them one at a time as I use them. I just thought like if I use this bag, it'd be so cool if I could just fill it with all like one giant cake. I don't know whether I really want to alternate skeins either. So it really wouldn't be bad to just like make a giant cake, and however it comes out is however it comes out. Because this is a just for fun project. But I also really want it to be wearable and not look ugly, which I don't think is going to be possible. I don't think this could possibly look ugly because this design is magnificent. This yarn is magnificent. Have I just convinced myself that I'm going to go ahead and make one giant cake? I think I have. Because I want to see a giant cake in this freaking cool bag. Christmas is over. I thought I was going to work on it during Christmas, but it's still winter, so it counts. Okay, so the puppies have gone out. I probably got this table so close to the couch right now. Ooh, I forgot. I didn't set up. So this thing has like this rubber thing to get the spinning going. I accidentally drew on mine too with a pen somehow, I think. Oh, I didn't have it on the right side. Okay, so it has this, but they say not to leave it on and attached for like this part, this action, because you can stretch that rubber. So I just keep it off, and then whenever I go to use it, I set it up. So should I put, oh, don't mind this mess here. This is like one of the projects that I said that I'm working on and trying to get done. These are, they're hats, but they got like little paw prints. What's a good, like this is a really good contrast, right? Like they got like little paw prints on them, and Tamale has diabetes and she had pancreatitis and she was on her like deathbed and the vet saved her life. And I had been meaning to, it's been like over a year now, but I had been meaning to make them for the vet. So I have like, I don't know, 4 more to make, and then I'm done. I've made different versions. So these are like cotton linen, these are acrylic, and these are wool. You know, if some people have aversions to that. So anyway, back to the topic here. Now that I'm ready-ish. I'm going, oh, don't mind my pajamas either, which tell me that this shirt is not cute. My friends got some at Rhinebeck. I missed the opportunity. And so I contacted them on Instagram, and then I was lucky to be able to get one. So yay. You want up here? There you go. He can jump, but I don't understand why he just doesn't do it. I don't even know if you can see my face at this angle. I kind of try to set it up on what I'm working on here. If you guys are gonna be in my recording, you guys are gonna have to be really quiet and be looking cute for the people, okay? I should have like given you your eye ointment. So Tubby has like, it's nasty, it's fine. It's like, they're my children, right? So you can just wipe the boogers off. It's fine. Tubby, his eye doesn't ever close. So he has to get like, it dries out, and he has to get like a lubricant for his eye. And Tamale has to also. But I think it's because she doesn't make tears. She doesn't produce tears. So it's 2 different reasons. Anyway, like I said, so how should I decide what order to put these in? So this seems like a darker color, and I hadn't quite looked at the design as to whether it's like top down or bottom up. So I don't know, but I feel like these kind of glisten a little bit more. These have a little bit more goldens to them. Oh, okay, how about we just open them up first and then figure it out. If we open them up first, let me move this stack. Yeah, that's out of the way now. So if we open these up first, we might be able to see some differentiation between them. You like that? You like that word? You might be able to see some differences. Like, see, this looks really golden-y. I also don't know how the lighting will be because it's already nighttime, you know? Like, freaking the sun goes down after 5 around here now. Like, we're past winter solstice though, so that's a plus. The days are gonna be getting longer. Okay, so this is more golden. This is a more golden, but we got a little bit of brown. This one's definitely a little bit darker. We got a little light spot here too, though. I'd say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's gonna move over here. This one looks a little darker too. We've got a little golden like right here. This one is definitely in the hank, looks a bit darker. Okay, so these blend pretty good. These three blend pretty good. I think I'm gonna move this one over here. So it kind of like, this is bright to a bit dark. So should I start winding the darker ones first or the brighter one? I don't know. I think I'm gonna start winding because I'm gonna work through the center. So on here, the center pull will start first. So should I think maybe I'll start with a brighter one because why not? Decisions. I have to make decisions quickly with y'all, right? So I don't know if everybody that views this has ever used hanks before, or because I am not a yarn snob. I love all yarns, okay? Any yarn makes me happy. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Well, okay, you guys have learned alpaca is just not my jam, but it doesn't mean I don't still love it. Like, it's still yarn and it still would bring me joy. Alpacas bring me joy. So, okay, so you would have to have a Swift for this, or you put it on a chair, or back in the day I would put it around my feet or knees or whatever, but you just can't, you have to stay in like this circle, okay? And then they have these little ties on here, and so you have to cut those off. Back in the day also, I would even save these. I would like try and untie them so beautifully, and then I would join them all to make more yarn. And you never know, because sometimes you gotta play some yarn chicken, you gotta work with what you got. But I felt like I didn't wanna waste one bit. But I have also found that sometimes, like this end, I might set, like, because it's dyed with that on there. So when you unknot it, it creates, let's see if I could show you here now that okay, so the end is usually like a thicker knot because it's got the extra string. Let me see. So it's got this extra string and then the two strings from the beginning and the end. But here you can see from the knot where the dye did not take. So when I did save them before, I still wasn't saving that part. So really, I just cut it now, and it is, like, I use what I got here and try and make sure I have enough yardage of whatever I want to make. Okay, so then you'll have like one string that's mainly the outside and one string that's like the inside, which is the end. So this one showed itself to be like the one that's on the inside. This one showed itself to be like the one that's on the outside. So I will put it through this little curly Q thing, and then I'll put it through that, the little sliver on the top of this. And this has like holes on the side, on this side and on this side. So it doesn't matter if you're lefty or righty, you can twist it into whichever way that you want or need. They do also have these to where you can do, where it's like a machine, but you do have to still supervise it because anything can happen. So this little dowel here, you can make it for when it gets bigger. We'll probably have to move it out more, but I have it closer since, since it's gonna be the smaller part. The very beginning of it is like finicky sometimes. Man, I marked up the side of this too. I don't know what this looks like a pen, but I don't know what it is. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So I think that the little screw here bits here are for if you have a machine, and one day I might get that. Yeah, so this thing has like a clamp that you can put on, so you can clamp it to the table so it won't move and you don't have to hold it. So I'm not gonna get too wild, I don't think. So I'm just gonna hold it. Look, I didn't cut one of the strings off. Look, make sure you cut all the strings off here. This is real life, just happened. You witnessed my blooper. Oh man, my blooper, that made me laugh. So, okay, here, we're on a roll now already. Okay, so I do think that I need to like clean this, because in the middle, the little fuzzy bits will get in there. And so they do have a video to show you how to clean the insides of it. I had never done it since I got it, but both of these probably could use some WD-40 or some kind of lubricant that, well, I guess it's not this thing. This thing's not making noise and it's still smooth, not making any issue. That thing, the Swift, it's wood rubbing on wood. So it makes sense, like why it would make this squealing noise. I gotta make sure that the tension stays even here, and I felt like it was looking like it was getting loose, because sometimes it'll get off and it'll move down or above the little thing that this is making the cake on. You know, I don't know all the technical terms. And so it won't, it'll give me yarn barf later that I just don't want to deal with. That's one thing about why I like balls over, okay, surely I can just wind this really quickly. But that's why I like balls over cakes, because you don't ever have to deal with yarn barf in balls. Like, you dealt with all the possibilities of, I hope that's not too annoying, of it becoming tangly and then untangling it, and it is in its stringy form. And I love the roundness of the balls, and the balls always stay that same shape as you're working with them. The only downfall is you need like a bag or a yarn bowl so they don't roll all over the place and get lint or whatever else that it might bounce around to, because you know, I'm always yarning in public places, and sometimes I have dropped the ball elsewhere. Okay, so I think the way that I'm gonna do this, sometimes I will rush and join, but I don't know where I'm gonna be cutting off or anything like that. Isn't this cake so beautiful? Oh my God. I don't even know if I can make a cake to fill all these. This looks so plush. We'll see how far we go. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back through this loop-de-doop because I'm still gonna keep on caking. So I'm gonna put this back on there. Oops, sorry, that's loud too. All about the loud noises. This is gonna be a longer segment here because I wanna show y'all something a little bit different that maybe some people don't get to see. So, but yeah, sometimes I like to rush and join the end on there, so it's just like a smooth transition, and it's like one giant yarn cake that I don't ever have to worry about. I can just keep on stitching. But right now I feel like I want to just like, I do like a little Asian knot. I don't know if that makes any sense, but growing up, you know, my mom always, when we go to the grocery store, tie all the bags, but it's in a way that you can easily untie it. So it's not like double knotted. Is this the choppers? Both of these look like these are the top of the yarn. Okay, so this might be winding the opposite direction. Anyway, okay, so let's go with this side. I don't know if that's safe. Sometimes I'm risking it. Okay, so what I'm saying is like, I will knot them together so that I can basically pull, it's almost like a slip knot, and it creates like a little loop here. So, and then it has the ends here. So when I get to this section, I could just pull the ends, and it's like a long enough string there that I don't need it. I can continue on with whatever the sweater is doing. Like say like, I've done the body this is not gonna get me through the body, but say I've done the body and then I'm gonna go to the sleeves, but if I would have connected this, then I could be cutting and still have that area there when I could have just left that string there for however long. Anyway, so I make that little knot there and then I could just continue on with my cake. And then when I get to a point where this cake starts touching the tip on this little spoolie thingy that the yarn is fed through, then I will start moving this dowel over to give myself some space. But if I started it all the way over there, then it would start like I was saying, go moving up and down. They're barking at, she's gonna bark at the Swift making that noise. But if I started over here, it would be so loose that it would like start bunching up and down this thingy, and it would be ugly. It wouldn't be this beautiful cake here, and then it would create yarn bar for me later. So it's just best to start here and just keep on moving as it grows. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue winding this up, and then I will show you my massive cake in the end. Look at my collection of little ends. I also got this at Rhinebeck from Macmillan Fiber Co., I believe. Isn't it so cute? Okay, look how huge it is. See how close to this we were? I got a little, like now that it's getting big, it's like a little bit rounded on some parts. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But I do think that it's a bit too big for this bag. Like, I don't think I can sandwich it in there. Should I try? Or I'm also tempted to maybe like flip this bag inside out to make it orange on the outside. No, I don't know. I might consider a different bag, especially since like I'm out of season with this now. Although I really love this bag. It's fine. I think I'm gonna have to use something different because I just made this cake massive. And also it does look like it blended really well. Can't even tell those were all different skeins or hanks. Okay, I decided I want to keep it still with pugs because, I don't know, I'm feeling very puggly. He went and got some water when I got up to get the bag, so. You want to come back? Look, this is Teddy. This is Tubby. This is Tasty. They all start with T's. And then Tamale, you gonna come up here and say hello? You gonna come up here? She just drank a lot of water. This girl right here is the one that I was talking about, is diabetic, and the vet saved her life. She got down to like 7 pounds. Yeah, she ain't that now. They're like 25 pounds and stuff. They're big little dogs. Anyway, this bag was also gifted to me. Pugs and kisses. Isn't it so cute? That's what we do around here, pugs and kisses. So I think for sure I could get this to fit in here. So just sometimes I like to put the ball bands in the middle, but she didn't give me any ball bands with it. Oh, these are like needle covers too. I'm really gonna be pugging it out, but she didn't give me any ball bands, which is fine. Like, I don't necessarily need it, so I'm just gonna pull it right off. And is it as big as your head? It's as big as my head, or my face. Is it big as yours? Okay, let's try not to make it ugly. I don't want to put it in the bottom of this bag. There we go. This way, like, as I'm working on it, it could probably fit in the project too. So I'm gonna like keep it folded down, and I'm gonna put this in there for now. But oh, I should have showed you too, this is like my yarn bowl. So if I'm like working on it, I can also put it in this yarn bowl. That doesn't look pretty right here, But I should have shown you with the actual cake. I don't want to pull it back out of the bag after I did it. So those are wound, that's wound up now. I say those are wound up. I mean, it was a those, those became a this. So, and then I'm gonna throw all these little ends away, these little bits. And I, like there's a lot of fuzz everywhere. That's another thing, like it's just natural to get fuzz everywhere when you're constantly like there's like friction going on. So I need to clean my table off, but it's fine. Some people probably wear masks while they're doing it. But when I get started next, I'll be back. I finally cast on. It wasn't that daunting to learn like the pattern repeat, I guess we can call it. Yes. I mean, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's very tiny, so it's not easy to control. But the swatch is based off of a blocked swatch. And y'all, I just did my nails and they already chipped. It's tragic. And it tells me that I need like 21 inches. I used my teeth. I know you can tell. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I measured. This means nothing to you because I'm only using one hand. I measured and I'm way off. It's like 16 stitches or something like that. And I know that this little swatch is going to grow in a blocking. And the gauge swatch is done based off a blocked swatch, like a wet block, properly done. Don't you just love these in the rounds that leave all this? That's why knit swatches are so stressful, but it is beautiful. So I'm already going to go down a significant amount of needle size. So it calls for the larger size to be 4 millimeter. I don't have much that I can go down because the smallest size I have is a 3.25. So I'm like, should I go down, just go down to 3.25 anyway? Or should I go down just to 3.5? I wish I had like a 3, I guess. Because that's a 4. I need quite a bit more stitches. Maybe I'll try 3.5 next. Because I feel like this is only going to get worse. And I don't want to build the whole swatch and be like, I already know I'm a very loose stitcher. I really should move on to using wood needles. But I just love the glide of these brushed nickel chowgoos. And the point that you can't see it blurring out because you'd rather look at the yarn. Okay, I'm off to do some work. I measured it again, and I know this is like a tiny swatch, so this isn't like full on accurate, but I try to get a little bit of an idea before I get too carried away. So I measured it again, and I'm still off like 5 stitches, and it's not like I have a whole bunch of tiny needle sets. That is what I want to get in the new year, but now I'm wishing I kind of would have gotten this in like fingering weight yarn. No, maybe larger yarn. I got it backwards. Larger yarn might have helped me with getting better gauge since I'm such a loose knitter. I think that's how it works. Yeah, because if I got smaller yarn, yeah, no. Because that's my issue. I'm just going smaller and smaller. And I swear I just use smaller needles the most. And she already used a smaller size needle. So the smallest I have is this. It's a 2.75. It's the Smart Sticks from Jimmy Bean's Wool. And then the smallest I have in my chowgoos are 3.25. And so there is a 0.5 difference in this pattern for the smallest set of needles you need and the largest set of needles you need. So that's exactly what I have here. And I almost feel like, well, what's the point in even gauge swatching with the smallest needles? This is where they are. So the difference in it here. Maybe I should try one more time to see how far off I'm going to be. And that's the thing is too, it's going to affect blocking and the finished measurements I get on that. And so I was almost thinking I needed to do a medium size, the way that she sets like the negative E's. But if my gauge is going to be off, which is also probably going to give me more of an airy lace work than the denser kind that she seems to have. I have the pattern like up on my TV right now. That's why I keep looking over here. Isn't that cool? Anyway, so it makes me think that I should just make the small size so that it can fit kind of in the same way. I'm not going to have and it's a yardage thing too. So I want the cowl and I want the sweater. And I want them in the same. I mean, or should I order some more needles or go to the store and get some more needles and try to get gauge? But what am I going to use? Like freaking 1 millimeter? Why do I have to be such a loose knitter? I am not even going to bother to swatch again. I did it with the 3.25 and it has got me to where I'm like probably a few stitches shy, but it's probably going to grow in blocking also. So, because I'm not going to block my swatch, even though it's highly suggested, especially if you're using superwash, she said. And usually lace work tends to block out bigger too. And this has like some yarn overs and fun stuff. But I don't want to have to bother about like getting other needles before I can get started. And these are the ones that I have. So I think I'll just size down, like I said, and use what I have. It's definitely going to be different too in using ChowGoos and then Smart Sticks. So I might order some in 2.75. But really, I think 2.75 might actually be the gauge I can get for the larger part here to get all the stitches to fit in, at least pre-blocked. And then go down 0.5, then I can order that. I don't know. Should I swatch again, guys? Then I can... No, this is what I'm doing, and I'm just going to size down on the size I make. And I might get something that's a little bit more airy of a fabric, but I'm risking it. This is for fun, and I just want to play with the yarn already. My dogs are so wild, they won't stop. So I'm sure you hear barking within my videos, but I can't get over like how detailed she's gone in this pattern. Like to customize in all the ways and reasonings behind stuff. I mean, the layout also really looks like it could be in a catalog or a magazine. It's so profesh, y'all. So profesh. I am like one heck of a basic knitter compared to what she's got going on here. If you guys have never used a Vanessa Smith pattern, do it. Do it. Like, her designs are exquisite, but especially do this one so we could be twinks together. Or Twinkies. I heard something about how twinks mean something else, so I don't even remember what it means, but I remember it meant something else. So I mean, we could be the same. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna make size 2. I was considering making size 3, but I'm gonna make size 2. Here we go! I wanted to try it on for y'all and like showcase all my favorite things about it, but my biggest fear happened and I dropped some stitches under here because this is not big enough for me to get around with my arms and my I hope that I didn't just like ruin and I already have like one, it might be on this side where this is such bad lighting right here, but there's like a bit of a hole on one of the sides. Did I put it on backwards? I don't think so. I think this is the front, but I was so excited about to show you, and then that just happened as I was getting this tripod together. Fingers crossed. But I can't believe I have accomplished all of this weekend. So if it really does get too bad, it's possible for me to get back here quickly. Oh, can we all take a deep sigh of relief because I saved it all. I'm pretty sure they're all there. The only thing is, like, I got right here, down 1 stitch. So I'll just have to knit that 1 stitch, but I'm okay with that. I cannot get over this raglan detailing. This is some kind of sorcery. This right here, the lateral stitches here. Oh my goodness, it's exquisite. And this lighting is not doing this colorway any justice. So before I lose more freaking stitches, I better get this back onto the needles and get going. But this is what I was saying, like, during this short rows, one of these sides here, I got a little wonky and here it is. I got a little gap here. So I'm not quite sure how I'll fix it. It's gonna be, I might just take like a scrap piece or pull this little, I don't know. Maybe it'll even out in blocking, but I have a feeling that that's pretty hefty there, and I don't even know how I did it. I'll make it work. I can't get over all these little beans, like these little Passovers. This is so cute. So cute. I've got to say that it helps to be an experienced knitter, but she does describe pretty clearly and give pretty clear instructions to achieve all of this. I know y'all did see too that I am working on my second skein now, my second hank, my second whatever, but it's still a giant cake. I still have quite a bit. It's still pretty firm too. But yeah, I'm split for sleeves. Like it's actually something now. I can't get over it. I will try and show more later so you'll get more accurate visuals of the colorway. But it's so crazy because I just found out that the color of the year, at least for Lion Brand, is like a golden yellow. And you guys know I have been already stuck on this color and I can't get over it. So I guess I'm fashion forward. I already knew what's up. But yeah, this yarn is so plush and squishy. I'm so excited. This has been a super fun project. I spent a lot of my time doing all the raglan creating at my friend's house. It's a lake house. Brandy of IMO Stitches. If you don't follow her, she is a fab human, and I love visiting with her at least once a month at her parents' place. It's beautiful there too, as you saw. Much more beautiful than my nails. But yeah, I can't stop petting this, y'all. What a weekend it's been with this baby.
I'm in a public restroom doing this, but I just bound off the body and I just had to share. It has been a few days. Like a couple days I didn't do any work on this because I had some other projects going on, like little projects I needed to do. And then yeah, I picked it back up and it's perfect. I feel like I'm gonna have to get a dress just for it. Like you can see right there a little bit that I switched the skein, but up on the front, like on the back. But I'd say the colors blend pretty well. I don't think it's very bad either, like as a short sleeve top. I can't stop being excited about it. Okay, so I guess here we go on sleeves. Okay, I came out to snap a few pics. I'd say a few, but a couple pics. And you know, I already have like clothes on, like a little turtleneck, so it's not like the finished look or anything, but look, my sleeve is starting to build. I think I start like more decreases, but this is like actual light. How perfect, how perfect. My cake is still rather large, and so I have the sleeves to finish and then my cowl to do. I'm like, if there's more yarn, I'm gonna take this ribbing out and weigh it and then add whatever's left to the body and then put the ribbing back on to give myself as much length and use out of all of this yarn. Or depending on how much is left, I might just save it for like a keepsake to add into something else. But I'm so happy.
I needed a good travel project, so the dogs are eating in the background, but I just gotta say, I'm bringing my little basket. I cast it on while chatting with some of my yarny friends, my cowl, and realized that I twisted it, but I adjusted it after the Zoom call and, well, at the end of the Zoom call. And I am smooth sailing now. I've done one repeat, and I'm just gonna go on until I feel like it's a good enough size cowl. It might be more than suggested because, hello, I have a lot of yarn left. I made pretty decent progress on the cowl yesterday. I'm sorry, it's like not the best view with the backlight, but I think I decided that I'm not gonna just continue on for however long I have yarn because I have quite a bit left. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do the amount of repeats that it calls for, and then I'm gonna try and find something else that I can make. Maybe something crocheted so I can see like the color work worked as a crochet as well as the knit. But I have no idea what I wanna make. Like a hat? Would that be too much of a set? Like a hat with a cowl and a sweater? I don't know yet. I guess I'll be back whenever I'm done with the cowl and I decide what project. Usually the first thing I'll do is maybe like hop on to my Ravelry and look at my library and see what will fit within the amount of yardage I have and the yarn weight that I'm using. Sometimes I will also explore Pinterest, so I might do all of the above to see something that I'd want. I feel like I'd really like to crochet a top, but I don't know if it's enough yardage for that. I need to weigh what's left when I'm done with the cowl. We'll see. I finished the cowl like so quick. I decided I would take a few pictures because it is like super cold out here in Texas. We had gotten a wintry mix. Yeah, and I'm on this thing of taking a bunch of reels. So I decided this would be my reel of the day, and why not show you too that yes, the cowl is done. The only thing I need to do is wash this beauty, and I think that it will be even more luscious. But right off the needles, this baby fits perfectly, and nobody will ever know, except now that I've shown you that all the ends are still here. And there's two on this one too. The beginning and the end. It's all right. It's still wearable. Molly is eating, and I could wait till after she's done to show you, but it's fine. Y'all can deal with her noises. I just wanted to show y'all like how much this is bleeding. So if you are going to, this is common, okay, with hand-dyed yarns. So just be cautious if you're going to be washing this with other colors, don't do it, definitely not on the first try. So I separated them out into containers because like this is the sweater and obviously it takes up the whole thing. This is the cowl, and then this is the headband. So you can see the difference even in the wetness of the crochet versus the knit. Today I also finally got this headband written up. So I will be having that coming out soon, which is also why I'm working on blocking everything. I can't get over this color. It's kind of cool. I wanted to get it all blocked so that I can get the video up to y'all at the same time that I get this design up. I can't, like, okay, let's jump out a little bit so you can see. That was such a quick glance. I don't feel like I want to let it, I like to let it soak like for a while, and it hasn't been in there that long, although it's probably ready to come out. Let's see, okay, watch. It's quite a bit, right? It's quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna let it just soak for a while. I'm gonna watch some more TV.
Okay, I talked about like doing something crochet and something as a headband, right? Well, I did the something. It's done. So I'm gonna take a finished picture before the light is all gone.